Rise and grind, folks. Welcome to another edition of Monday Morning Quarterback. Guys, I'm on the way to an OAC call. This, I believe, is an existing customer. We haven't been out here in like at least 3 or 4 years. I don't think she ever had maintenance done by us before. But guys, this customer called a few days ago and said that the AC stopped working. I'm almost there right now. I'll see y'all when I get inside. Alright guys, we're downstairs and this, I need to put the light on here. This is a Lennox air handler, and it's safe to presume that there's a heat pump outside. This customer has 4 Lennox smart thermostats upstairs, and I just spoke with the customer. He said that last week when it was 100 degrees outside, he had all 4 thermostats set to 71, and the room temperature shot up to 80 degrees, and he said he had the program set at 71, so there wasn't any accidental program malfunctions at the thermostat. But he said yesterday all of a sudden it started working again. So guys, what I'm doing now, I got a 20-degree split. I'm gonna use the process of elimination here. And try to figure out what happened. Guys, first things I see, look at all this. Did something freeze up? Oh wow, that explains it. See how this is up? Guys, you gotta love easy service calls in the morning, right? Alright guys, tell you what, I don't have my brush. Actually no, there's one right here. You see this here? Can't really see it, but there's a lot of gunk in here. Hold on guys, I'll be right back. Alright guys, that's how it's supposed to look. And it looks like, based on how backed up our drains was, either the safety wires from our pump or the safety wires from our easy trap turned off the AC. Guys, now, and the customer said he already replaced the filter, but now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go outside. I want to take a look at the heat pump. All right guys, and here we go. For you guys that don't know, this is a bypass duct. This is a 4-zone furnace. On the 4-zone furnace, assuming that there's 100% capacity coming out the unit, that 100% is split up 4 ways depending on which zone is calling. Right now I only have 1 zone calling, so in theory 100% capacity is trying to go through 25% of the ducts. If it stays that way without a bypass, the customer is going to hear a lot of turbulence, a lot of wind. Imagine you trying to force a basketball through a paper cup. That's exactly the easiest way I can explain it. What this does, guys, is that unused air, this senses the pressure difference from the supply, and it's going to dump that unused air back into the return to balance the air out. I put in maybe 2 of these before. You have to balance it. This one is the EWC model. The one I used before was a Honeywell, but yeah guys, when installed correctly, these things do work well. Alright guys, let's get this show on the road. We gotta go outside. I'll see y'all when I get out there. Alright guys, we're outside. I killed the power, but this is an 18 SEER 5-ton put in 2018. And we signed this customer up for maintenance. I just told him to turn on the other 3 thermostats. But guys, yeah, this is not good. You don't want this board to have all this webbing, because guys, I tell customers all the time, high SEER, high efficiency equipment is great, but if you don't keep it clean, then something's going to break and it's going to cost a lot of money and it's not going to be in stock. So they could potentially be without heat or AC for weeks, all based off of what you're seeing here. So cleanliness is definitely important, and you want to be proactive before things starts to break down, that's for sure. And I'm going to get my gloves. I'm going to take some leads out of this unit. All right, guys. Let me get my gloves, because I don't know what the hell is in this unit. And let's see here, what else I gotta get. I already got a 20-degree split, so I'm good there. I don't need my pipe thermometer. All right, guys, let me get my gloves. I'll be back. All right, guys, let me turn my light off here so I can get some. All right, I cleaned the electrical components off. And guys, look at that. Something definitely shorted out that connection there. I'm gonna take a look at that in a second, but here we have it, a 70-10 cap. Let me get my meter. Let me check this cap real quick. I'll be back. Guys, this cap is still within range. And I told the customer, since this is a heat pump, for sure, keeping everything clean and staying on top of the smaller maintenance related items are going to be important. If the numbers do drop on this capacitor, we'll be able to catch it before this leads to a breakdown. All right, guys, let me put this cap back on and I'll be right back. And look at that. I'm just going to replace the contactor, and I just spoke to the customer. He get members discount on all current and future repairs with the maintenance agreement. So guys, I'm not even going to take a chance with how this wire looking. I don't want our coil to look like that. But all right, guys, let me get to it. Let me swap out this contactor. I'll be back. All right, guys, I know what a few of you guys going to say. Yo, Drew, I thought you only replace contactors if there's a potential difference. No, potential difference is one of the reasons why you replace a contactor. The other is physical. Look at this, guys. And this contactor is considered a maintenance item. You think something like this won't spread through the contactor and cause issues? Yep. And the purpose of the maintenance, say it with me, guys. The purpose of the maintenance is to avoid breakdowns. We do not want something like this coming back to cause bigger issues. Now the customer got to deal with, you know what, down here because of something like this sparking or causing a bigger issue, guys. And there's too many safeties, too many sensitive controls out here for us to take that chance. But all right, guys, let me put this door back on, and they got a hose here. I'm gonna hose down this coil. All right, guys, let's get busy. I'll be back. All right, guys, our amps are spot on. Let me close this, put this second door on, and let me get the hose. I'll be back. And this customer is filling up the pool, so the hoses are occupied, but I'm gonna probably get one of my hoses from the truck and hook it up and hose this coil now. But guys, that's all there is to it. There you have it, no AC call. Customer said unit wasn't turning on last week, but it randomly turned on now. We found the drains backed up, and also we avoided a potential recall or issue with this contactor, and this customer is rocking and rolling, and we'll come back out in the fall and in the spring to ensure that we keep this bad boy up and going. There you guys have it. Peace out. I'll see you guys on the next one.